Greetings and welcome to Dyson Sphere Program. I'm Dgray and today we continue our let's play of this awesome game, where the last episode just got a little more up and running right here in the back somewhere. And in today's episode I think we should start to look at Deuterium. Right now we have this very cool little setup here, producing it at our pretty much 100% conversion, but extremely slowly. And we are missing quite a lot to make our new fuel, or our fuel rods at least, for our Dyson Sphere. So, in today's episode, I very much want to try and set up the miniature particle collider to craft them in right here. This recipe where we get 10 hydrogen to 5 deuterium in 5 seconds. A pretty darn good conversion. So before we start, do remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more. It helps me out a lot and lets me know that you want to see more. So with that, let's go and set up our new little setup here. Right now we have all of these being produced. We are producing drones and that. So why don't we just jump it in right here below, instead of a nice little production chain going this way. I'm not going to make it too big at the start. I just want to get things rolling to see how things will go. There we are. A bit of room is always nice. So the particle collider. Look right here. We can make a few inputs. I kind of wanted to go maybe this way. I think right here is the correct spot. And then we should hopefully have room for the outputs back here. As more than enough room, that is perfect. So let's see. You'll just make deuterium. You'll expand out this way. They take quite a bit of room, but other than that, they seem quite good. There we are. Then we'll just get some hydrogen in and some deuterium out. Not quite sure about the power draw of this machine. Or this building at least, does it say it anywhere? Oh, 12 megawatts of working consumption. That will actually tag our system a bit, but hopefully launching faster Dyson Sphere things will weigh up that. So let's see here. Firstly, let's just set down the one belt. I'll of course go with the conveyor belt Mark III because we have it. And it is so much faster than the other one. There we go. I'd like to get some hydrogen in. And it will probably use it at a somewhat decent speed. Let's get to, let's get 1,000. I think that'll be enough for this process for now. Please demand that. Few drones in. And let's get this tree away. There we are. So now this is going. It needs 10 every 5 seconds. That means we need 1 every 2 seconds. And I think we can solve that just by doing this one. Yeah, every 3 seconds. That is more than fast enough. So we'll save a bit of power by doing this. Then we'll have the output at the back. Going back into this one so we can output it to the area. That could probably mean that we could set up our thermal nuclear power as well. I use these for fuel again, instead of just burning it directly for the hydrogen. I think that might be a good way to do it. So let's see, you can get that one. And I just want you to fill all the way up. Since, yeah, we'll want as much as we can. Let's get, couldn't fear do one of these. Just because of the speed. Let's just get you out for now. And as simple as that, we should probably see a quite big increase in our production as soon as we hook this up. We'll of course check it in our production tab just to be sure. There we go. It's always nice seeing production speeds go up. Can you fit in anywhere around here? You're right there. And then we probably need a bit of landfill over here. There we are. Probably get to the point if we go and grab a ton of dirt that we can start to expand this out a bit faster. So look at this. this is going out. Ooh, we need a faster output. Oh, it should be fine now that we have power on it. That's fine. So if you look at production tab, right here, deuterium. The last 10 minutes we produced 100. This last minutes we produced 200. It's probably going to go up a bit more. So this is a massive increase, of course, at quite a large power drain. But yeah, we'll see if we can't fix that going forward. This seems fine, and they are delivering it fast enough, and we are supplying it around the planet. Now let's go with full drone loads before we send anything out. Just do not have too many traveling. So that's a very nice setup. This one did require 12 megawatts of continuous production. What does the fractionator do? That's 720. So I still think this is pretty good, because if you get 5 per run, that means we need 2 of them to make 1 of these. It gives us 600 megajoules. So I think that is a quite good conversion rate in terms of power. So we could set up a bit of nuclear now, but wow, it's flickering so much. But we are actually not too bad at the moment. But yeah, now we have this going. That means we will be able to produce them a lot faster back here. That should be delivering in here, and that goes out. Look at that, at a much greater speed. And hopefully we can let this run much faster now. And just make even more fuel for us, which translates into more parts for a Dyson Sphere. It is slowly getting built, and it's generating more and more power. In between episodes, I did fix a few things, and that was that a current setup at the North Pole couldn't get the power in fast enough. So I just made this little design looking somewhat decent, with this one 100, but these ones are slowly building up. And now we're actually consuming more than we can produce. So it means we have a little while yet before this, what's called, can't keep up anymore. If you don't know how to read this, right now we're requesting 12.3 out of 15.5, outputting 10.5 at 76% efficiency. And this is how much the Dyson Sphere is producing. Right now we're producing 147. And we can get 220 in. So it gives about 50% or 50 megajoules leeway. Quite nice to have. And yeah, all go well. So as soon as we get a surplus of power, we can start to make more orbital collectors that we can use to get more on the gas giant, get even more hydrogen, and then we can expand out our nuclear production in a nice infinite power cycle. So far I haven't noticed this go down in terms of what it can produce, so I'm guessing it's gonna be infinite in the amount it can produce, of course limiting by how many there can be around the equator. So why don't we try and hook up the last few things we need made. We have these two. I just need this one. Let's get a few drones in this one since they're not being delivered. Give it a small amount of power. There we are. And there we go. That's delivered, that is delivered. Now we just need you. Not sure what I think about this setup. I feel like we should maybe have made it on the bus down here to keep it nice and simple, but it's like that for now, and we'll keep it like that. So let's hook up one more. Could in theory just do it up here. But what I want to set up now is pretty much the charging of accumulators, so we have some in storage that's fully charged. Because that is one of the last things we need to automate a lot of the end game machines. And the one that takes the most manual work to do. Also have to place them down and then fill it. We could also do another thing. We could, in theory, what if we go to, where is it at? I want to go to Lasagna 1. What if we fill this with solar panels and wind and just get it charged here instead? And then get not use the power we have back at our main world. It could be a good way to set it up. To be honest, I think we'll do that. So what if we just bring, because we have the interstellar, so we can travel back and forth here. Or then we'll just get the power from the other planets and fill up all of our accumulators and get it transported back here. And that could be a fun little project, because we need the power on the other planet anyway. So why don't we go and set that up? Should we clean up our inventory a bit? I think we should. Didn't take any more frames. Just do this. Plug it in and then limit it back down a bit again. There we go. We have belts. We have all the a bit of solar. Want some wind as well. Want some accumulators as well. And we could in theory just transport him between the planets as we go. So we'll make him here, fly him all the way to the other planet to charge, and then fly him back here again. Just to try and have some kind of setup. That seems good. That gives us at least a start for transporting it back and forth. We have an energy exchange to fill it up. So why don't we try that? This one is just chucking along. Perfect. Let's just look at the production as well. I want to check out how some of the other things are looking. Titanium might be lacking a bit. We are producing... Yeah, we might need to upgrade our production a bit of these two as well. So we'll fix that while we're there, since that is one of the main bottlenecks we have. I think we have at least. So we might as well fix it a bit. So, a few smelters. We have super fast belts. Let's get a few more. How much landfill do we have? We have 600. That's not too bad. There we are. That should be about a full stack. In terms of inserters, let's get a few more. Let's get some wind as well. Just for the fun of it. Power poles. View. And then we're looking quite good. We don't need to craft anything there. We'll need to get a few inserters, and I think these are fast enough for what we need. So there we are. Yeah, I'll take this for now, and then we'll figure it out if we need more. So let's see, where is it at? Lasagna 4. Where's the sun? I lost the sun. Ah, there it is. And Lasagna 1. Or Lesaf 1. Don't I call it Lasagna? But look at our power capacity now on these. That is brilliant. It's much easier to travel around when the mech is more and more upgraded. Which does make sense. And look at this beauty. Love it. Love the flybys. Let's see, you land right there. Let's look at our current setup. Might want to just make a long one. Maybe along this one instead. Where we have things going in much quicker. Of course using... I didn't bring enough of these belts, did I? We might have to go back and get some, but that's fine. Oh, that explains why our high purity silicon is quite bad. And the power is also quite bad, so there's a few things we'll have to fix. That's not optimal. Let's just get some I kind of want to place solar a different way than we have done before. What if we place him along these grid lines? Would that be cool? Maybe. It's a lot easier to place down at least. And yeah, it might be quite good to do. Oh, well, we'll not quite sure what we're gonna do, to be honest. What if we just do it here for now? Let's just make one more circle of solar. Because I kind of want to save the equator for our current transportation and building. I'll do full builds here because it's just going to be a production planet for now. Offer 2 main resources. And let's get this down. Then we'll go find some high purity silicon. So let's get you fixed. That should be a bit more power. That helped a ton on our current generation and can keep things running. So let's see, iron is fine. Oh, we're actually consuming all the iron we can throw in. High purity silicon is completely dead. Let's just turn on our view of the resources. A lot of titanium there we'll get later. Look at this one, we still... Oh! We have no silicon ore here. That is actually good to know. That doesn't mean we have to go to another planet. It means we have to go to the ice planet if we don't take it from a different solar system. And I don't think I'm ready to do that just yet. Did we bring... Okay, we brought some interstellar as well. There's some planetary. We have some drones. No good drones, but that's fine. Let's go to a different planet then. Seems like we have to, because this is keeping up. Might want to make it a tiny bit faster maybe. Since we're here anyway. Yeah, let's just hook up a bit of more titanium. To have things going. We'll do it later, 2 months. Oh, I keep changing my mind, there's too many things to do. So let's see, the ice one is somewhere close to our own world. Let's see, ring. It's that one, that one. Okay, so we can go to our home world. Then we can fly by there and go to the next one over. Just need to grab some more belts. And then we'll set up a massive silicon. Hopefully we have silicon here. Only 8 million. That is not a lot. And we're already mining some of it. That needs to be much, much faster. If not, we'll have to travel to Antankis? So bad at pronouncing the names of the solar systems. But that kind of have to be our next goal if this doesn't work. Ooh. Well, that's a bounce off the planet. Yeah, you'll just keep producing. As you are now, the power has gone up quite a bit since last time. And let's go get those belts. Let's see, you are just over here in a beautiful mall. And please bring me you guys. And the smelters, then we'll do a massive smeltery array. And I'll probably start them at what's it called, the poles. Not the poles. The equator, because that has served me well on our home planet, and I do think that's a good way to set it up. At least I think it is. Might cost a few belts, but since belts is rather cheap, I'll live with it. What is that? 2000 meters per second. Not bad. Let's see how high we bounce if we hit it now. Oh, time for bounce. Ah, no bounce. So, how do we solve this? We have solar, we have some accumulators. They've actually filled, so that's perfect. Let's start by hooking up all the miners, and then we'll see how we'll do it. Or to be honest, if we just fly it in, will that work? It does cost a bit more power, but no, I'll do it some other way. Let's see if it starts here going that way. I think it's going this way is easier to set up some production. Let's make a massive one going that way. On our home planet we'll went this way, on this one we'll go that way, just for the fun of it. So if we go a bit out from this one and start right here, let's see how many we can fit in. With silicon and our current production for these, let's see if we do that. As you've seen before, this one requires 2 to 1, so that means we have 2 blue belts going in and 1 blue belt going out. That means we need 30 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, wait, 15, sorry. 15 on each side. Because that will pretty much be 1 full belt going in. Let's just get that solved so we can get this show on the road. That is going to be good. That's going to make sure that we can get that in. I'm still debating if I want to do it that way instead. But we can always go that way if we want to with our planetary setup. Okay, so you'll be out this way. Then we'll have some inputs going in. We'll need 2 belts. So we'll have one going that way and we'll have one going that way. Then we just need to find all silicon. It's just up here. And let's get down a few miners. Let's see how many we can fit in. Just to get it all covered. Here, and you can go on that one. That's one of them solved. We'll just take the blue belt again. We'll pretty much go around this way. And then we'll figure out how many we actually have going. At the same time, you can go down right between here. And we'll hook up everything to it. And see if our current setup can handle this. There, there, and there. And these two just go over to the sides, in and there. Then we'll set up the one over here, going on the same line. I'll probably going on another line since we want 2 lines in. Not sure the best way of splitting it out if it can't keep up. Might just be doing more belts and merges at that area. Because to be honest, I don't know how much we can split out with splitters, if that can do more than our current production. Oh, sorry, split more than 30 per second. Otherwise, we could solve it quite easy with a splitter. Might actually not be a bad thing to test, just to try it out. So, go to here, here, there, there, and you can go, we'll go down instead. There we are. Power, power, and power. Power, power, and power. There we are. So that should be hooked up. Then we just need to fix the power going down here. And maybe set up more solar as well. It's fine for now. So you'll start right here and go down this way. There we are. And let's see how much you can produce. I don't think you can fill up one full here, but that we'll figure out as we go along. It's probably gone the opposite way than with these. Let's just get you solved a bit. And let's get you hooked up as well. Could do the output the opposite way then, just for now. That'll probably be the best. And you can just kind of get fixed as well. There we are. So 2 builds in, 1 build out. And hopefully all of this will be able to produce what we need. So now to test this one out. How many are we producing? Because we can move about, what is it, 1800 per minute on one of these belts. So let's see if 1 is enough for what we need. You'll go in here. We'll of course bring some power lines down as well to get things going. And there we are. Let's get the rest made. Come on. Get the show on the road. And then we need to hook this up to the current planetary one is over here. Yeah, that is quite far away. Do we just want to drag it? We should probably just drag it over there, but yeah, we need this somewhat close by. Let's get you solved as well. What does it take? Does it take 1 second to produce? It takes 2. Oh wait, is it a 1-to-1? Whoops. We probably need 30 then on each side, doesn't we? Or don't we? We do, and then we still get only half out. So we do need 30 and 30 to get 1 out. Let's double this. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, that's gonna take 30 per second, and this one is gonna take 30 per second. And then we should produce a lot more. Let's see, and it's much easier doing it right there. So you'll go to here for now. Then we'll hook up the other one on this side. All the way to the end here. Then we're probably gonna overload our current power grid quite heavily. So come on, let's fix you. Won't take more than probably a minute. So what do you guys think of this setup? Have you guys done anything similar? Or are you just using robots for everything? That is actually a good question. So this might actually be a high purity smelting area if we decide to keep it all on this planet. Also the inputs from different worlds. Because I think the setup is what takes the longest, and I don't mind the throughput being a bit lower. If that saves me setting up this on every planet I go to. That is not the most fun thing in the world to do. So maybe this will be high purity Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley. Never mind, that was a bad joke. This will actually give us 1800 per minute when it's fully operational. which will be quite a lot. This takes a while. Oh, we're almost done. Thank God we brought a lot of these, because it's actually taking way more than I thought. Because we have 60 on each of these takes too, so it takes 120 of these to get it going. Let's get the rest done, then we can hook it up with some power. And that should be the maximum for one belt out, with 2 belts in. And as soon as we start to get more up and running, we can always just hook up more of these, put a planetary logistics over here, put one on the opposite side, and then just expand it downwards. Just making massive production chains. So now to hook up the power, you can start, right. Let's do a free bag as well, in case you want more belts in. Don't think we do, but let's see the power drain of this little factory we're making here. I think it will be quite a lot. There we go, out you, and then over here as well. 2, 3. Then this is operational. Then we just need a ton of power. Maybe the easiest way to do it in the future is set up mini fusion reactors. I'll just set up these, because then we can just ship the fuel here. That might actually not be a bad way to do it. Of course, when the Dyson Sphere is operational and running full speed, we can just do it with that one. So right now, one full line is being consumed. We just need to output it somewhere and figure out if we're actually getting enough in. And where is the other planetary one? It's all the way over here. I might just place one down right here to take it in, because I think this will be a good place for future production. So let's take you. You can be... You stay right here, I think. So you'll go in, and then we can actually get in from other ones we'll build nearby, if that turns out to be the case. Might move it back a bit more, or do it at the start, because I think it will get shorter and shorter up here, so we'll have to have more and more room. So let's not put it there, let's put it down here on the equator instead. And then never build on the equator, but get things transported to the equator everywhere. To future-proof things a small amount. There we are. And this will completely drain our current setup. So that goes all the power. You will take in high purity silicon, multiply. I just want to see if we can stop powering this and just get it requested from our home world. Of course, that will take the power from there. But yeah, we'll see. So you go here to, let's see, right there. So we can have 3 more next to it. We have 3 on the opposite side. Could in theory make 12 of these. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 12 of these as inputs. And look at that speed. Let's see if when we hit the maximum, if something will go and pick it up. Yes, perfect. That's gonna give us a lot more flowing in. That's gonna send a drone from our home planet. Let's check our new production. Look at that. That is pretty darn good. Let's check our inputs. If this one can supply enough, and we have to change it into 2 belts. These ones are not going down yet, but as soon as these are empty out, it might be the case. If not, then we at least have 2 belts that we need to move over. Yeah, seems so. This can't keep up. So we'll just split this out into a second line going down right next to it. That'll go on one of the sides. Do use quite a bit of belt on this, but then we can shift this one to go on that side. It doesn't really matter which side it goes on. And get things flowing very nicely. So you can go here to there. Then you'll go in here instead. They just need to hook it up at the opposite end. Then we have a very, very nice setup. That seems good, and you will just do that instead. That should consume everything we can produce. And I think everything over here was being consumed by one of these as soon as it gets a chance to empty out. Let's just check to make sure, because then we can fix something else. We could also do a little experiment. Let's try this. I actually want to try and do it. If we take a splitter and add it right here, can we get the 60 flowing through it? I have you going here, and you'll go in that way, you'll go in that way, and you'll go out on this belt, and you go on that belt. Can you fix this? Oh, look at that. Seems the splitters are quite good for this kind of production to make sure each go on both sides. Oh, splitters are very, very good to fix this kind of problem. Because then we're sure we are consuming everything we can here. And then further down the line we can always just hook in a second one, because this will automatically sort back here. Or is it only outputting 30? Now this is starting to move as well, so you're going down. Means you'll start to go down soon as well. Right now just a bit too much throughput here, but let's see if it doesn't solve itself out and this start to go down. Yeah, perfect. Then we can go and set up something else somewhere else, and we are right at the edge of what we can support with this. So while this is powering up, I just want to maybe hook up a few more things here. Because we do have some storage, just to make sure that we don't run out too quickly. Can we do it here instead and then remove you? Good. I'm doing... Wait, isn't wind way better here? Oh, not way better, but it is a small amount, but it's a constant power. So let's just get you down. Then we might want to set up a few more things. So go, 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 hook up the solar. Have our accumulators source the power out in the times where it's night here. I would love to find a perpetually locked planet, so it's constant day and constant night at the same areas of the planet. But no solar lock so far, because that will make solar insanely good if you find one of those. So here we are. And I think this is... I'll probably do the rest of this in between episodes, so I don't bore you with me fixing these things. So looking at the current production, the splitter is nicely sorting everything from here. We have it all flowing into our current setup down here, making sure that it outputs as much as it can. We'll still need a bit more in, and sending it all back to our homeworld. That is pretty much what's going on. So looking at the production, the last minutes, 1500 high purity silicon. So that is pretty darn good. We could also hook up a second one. I'll probably do that myself, and then we can do a second one over here with the titanium outputting as well into that one. But I don't want to bore you with me setting that one up, so I hope it's okay. I'll do that in between episodes. So yeah, ending on a high note with this beauty going in the background, watching our drones go and pick it up. And yeah, then I will see you next episode. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Do remember to like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.